Have you ever felt forgotten? Like life didn't go the way you planned, and now you're stuck picking up the pieces? This is the story of a woman who had every reason to give up, but she didn't. It's a profound picture of God's providence, loyalty, and redemption. Her name was Ruth. God is always faithful, and what God did through her story will give you a hope in your waiting season. Jeremiah 29:11. For I know the thoughts that I think toward you, saith the Lord, thoughts of peace and not of evil, to give you an expected end. Ruth wasn't born into the family of God. She was a Moabite, an outsider. She married into an Israelite family, but tragedy struck. Her husband died. So did her father-in-law and her brother-in-law. 3 funerals, no children, no inheritance, just grief. She could have walked away, but instead, Ruth chose loyalty. She stayed with Naomi, her grieving mother-in-law. Ruth chapter 1 verse 16 says, Where you go, I will go, and where you stay, I will stay. Your people will be my people, and your God, my God. In a world that praised self-interest, Ruth chose covenant. Proverbs 17 verse 17 declares, A friend loves at all times, and a brother is born for adversity. Ruth and Naomi returned to Bethlehem with nothing. No income, no stability, no plan. But Ruth doesn't wait for a miracle to drop from the sky. She works. She gathers leftover grain, the scraps, in someone else's field. And that's where Boaz enters the story. Boaz, a wealthy landowner, sees her. Not because she's flashy, not because she posted a thirst trap, but because of her faithfulness, humility, and work ethic. He had heard all about what Ruth had done for her mother-in-law, how she left her father and mother to live with a people she did not know. Ruth 2 verse 11. He saw her sacrifice. Her quiet strength didn't go unnoticed. Colossians 3 verse 23 says, Whatever you do, work at it with all your heart, as working for the Lord. Boaz went out of his way to protect her. He told his workers to treat her well. He made sure she had food and safety. Why? Because character speaks louder than charisma. Faithfulness opens doors no platform can. Back at home, Naomi sees something Ruth doesn't. Boaz is a kinsman redeemer. In other words, he has the right to redeem their family line, to marry her and secure their future. So Naomi coaches Ruth on how to approach Boaz. That night, Ruth lays at Boaz's feet, a posture of humility, not seduction. She doesn't manipulate. Spread the corner of your garment over me, since you are a guardian redeemer. In Ruth 3 verse 9, Boaz is moved. He praises her, protects her, and promises to do things the right way. Boaz, deeply moved, praised her and promised to handle the situation the right way. Let all things be done decently and in order. 1 Corinthians 14 verse 40, that's the kind of love that lasts. Godly love waits, protects, and covers. Boaz goes to the city gate, a place of legal business. He follows all the steps, no shortcuts, no backdoor deals. And just like that, Ruth, once a widow, an outsider, a stranger, becomes the wife of a noble man. Not only that, Ruth becomes the great-grandmother of King David, and later, part of the lineage of Jesus Christ. Matthew 1 verse 5 declares Salmon the father of Boaz, whose mother was Rahab, Boaz the father of Obed, whose mother was Ruth. All from scraps, all from faithfulness, all from saying yes to God when it hurt. God is not unjust. He will not forget your work and the love you have shown him. Hebrews 6 verse 10. And we know that in all things God works for the good of those who love him. Romans 8 verse 28. Ruth didn't chase Boaz. She chased faithfulness. And Boaz found her in the field, in the place of purpose. If you feel forgotten, overlooked, or stuck in a hard season, remember Ruth. God doesn't waste pain. He writes redemption stories in silence. He brings beauty from ashes, but only when we trust his timing. And we know that in all things God works for the good of those who love him. Romans 8 verse 28, are you waiting for your Boaz? Or maybe you're just praying for clarity in your next steps? Drop a "way yes, Lord" in the comments if you're believing for divine alignment. Don't forget to subscribe for more powerful Bible stories that will strengthen your faith. And share this with someone who needs to know. God hasn't forgotten you.